Hello Truist family, Coach Jess here. Today's health hack is going to be about grocery shopping for meal prepping. A lot of you guys know I really love food. I really love to cook. And I don't have a lot of time with this job and the demand of what that entails in training athletes and me trying to work out as well. It's very hard to find time to cook, and a lot of you guys have that same issue. You have families, you are running errands, your kids are going back to school, you're having to work. You have so much on your plate, you don't have time to cook. We get it. So today I want to talk with you about all of the steps from going to the grocery store to meal prepping and how that exactly looks. So stay tuned, check the next video out as we walk through those steps. So let's talk about those tips. So the first thing that you have to do before even going to the grocery store is figure out what you are going to eat for the week. All right, so you're gonna sit down, you're gonna talk to your family, you're gonna figure out what you wanna cook for the week. With that, you need to write down all of the ingredients that you're gonna need. All right, so if you need to buy chicken, you need to buy produce, you need to buy fruits, go through, write everything that you need to down. All right, write it on a shopping list that you're gonna take with you to the grocery store. All right, while you're doing that, everyone receives them every week, but look at your sales ads. All right, the sales ads had fantastic deals in it. Everyone wants to save money, so why not open these sales ads, see what kind of deals are going on in your area. So then when you're completing your shopping list, you can write down what stores you need to buy what, so you can be as cost efficient as possible. All right, so let's go to the grocery store. All right, we're there. Stick to your plan. Don't leave this on the countertop on the way out. It's easy to do, but make sure it's in there with your pen and stick to that plan. All right, it's super simple. But if you stick to the plan, you're not going to be spending extra things, extra money that you weren't planning on to do. Don't ever go to the grocery store hungry, because you're going to fall from the plan and buy extra things because you're hungry at that moment, and we tend to put more things in our cart because we're hungry. All right, so stick to your plan while you're there. All right, don't let your spouse, don't let your kids sneak things in while you're looking one way, but stick to the plan, and then you're going to set yourself up for success. So before we start talking about what it looks like when we get home, a lot of people ask, well, Jessica, what do you buy when you go to the grocery store? So for me, I like to shop the perimeter of the grocery store. When you get through going through the aisles, that's where you tend to get in sticky situations. You tend to buy things that is not the best for you. It is processed. It has a lot of words that you can't pronounce. So for me, I shop the perimeter. My always goes tos is a lot of fresh produce. So broccoli, zucchini, green beans, cauliflower, eggplant, anything like that, you name it, I'm gonna buy abundance of it. Onions, peppers. I buy a lot of fresh fruit, so depending on what's in season, I do a lot of green apples, I do grapes, I do pineapple. It just depends on the season. Strawberries, any type of berry. That's a lot of the fruit that I buy. Again, we're shopping the perimeter, so when walking through the grocery store, my next area I'm going to start looking at is the greens. So I'm going to buy some salad mixes. I'm going to do spinach. I'm going to do 50-50. So I'll go there, and then I'm going straight to the protein. So I'm going to go to the chicken, typically some fish, but chicken, I'm going to look at the organic chicken. I'm going to do chicken breast. I'm usually going to buy like four packs a week, just depending on what I plan on cooking, but four to 5 packs of chicken a week, and then I'm going to go straight to the eggs. When I'm at the eggs, now this is where everyone thinks I'm crazy, I eat this much eggs, but I like to buy 3 to 4 dozen eggs, as well as about 3 small size cartons of egg whites, to make sure I'm getting the protein that I need a week. But other than that, I go through, get the toiletry items and stuff that I need. But for me, I'm trying to go through and eat fresh produce that I have to eat up for that week. Now, if I need to go through those aisles and I'm trying to pick up any cans or anything like that, or if you're even trying to buy snacks for your kid, the biggest advice that I can give you is to turn around and look at that food label. When you're looking at the food label, don't look at the nutritional value, like where it's giving you the fats, the calories, the carbs. What I want you to look at is the ingredient list. When you're looking at the ingredient list, if you can't pronounce it, you shouldn't buy it. That's the biggest advice that I can give you. And then when looking at the ingredients, the first couple of items that is on the ingredient list is going to be what is in that package is the most of. So if you're seeing cane sugar, you're seeing sugar, or other syrups and stuff like that, that is your first couple of items on the ingredient list, then that's what is going to be filled most in your child or your snack or whatever you're trying to buy. So pay attention to that. That's going to be one advice that I can give you when it comes to buying any pre-packaged meals or any deli meats. We're back at home and we have all of our grocery goodies because we stuck to our plan, we stuck to our shopping list, and we saved us money and it saved us time. All right, so now we need to save more time and we need to figure out when we're gonna cook. All right, so we know that you all have a busy life, just like the average person has a busy life. I don't even have kids and I can barely find time to work out, much less cook, and I can only imagine what you guys are going through with children, especially as they're going back to school virtually. So with that, you want to set yourself up for success and with food. So finding a time to meal prep. Again, meal prepping is not for everyone, but if you find yourself running out of time and running to fast food restaurants and ordering DoorDash because you don't have time to cook, maybe you should try meal prepping. All right, so for me, with meal prepping, that was the biggest turnaround for me in my life because I don't have the time to cook. I do have two fur babies and not kids, but with my work schedule and my training schedule with training athletes after work, I don't have time to cook. I can only imagine, like I said, what you guys are going through. But for me, I do meal prep and it's changed my life. All right, so I want to make sure you guys have these tips too. So for me, I cook on Sundays because that's the best day that works for me. I'm not going to say that works best for you. You have to find the best day that works for you with meal prepping. So with meal prepping, I allot 3 to 5 hours and I have a game plan. Just like you have a game plan with going into the grocery store, you have to have it when going into the kitchen to cook. All right, it does get tiring at times, but you want to be as sufficient as possible. So when looking at your recipes and stuff that you're gonna cook for the week, you need to see which one is gonna have the longest cook time, all right? The ones that has the longest cook time, you obviously wanna cook it first because it's gonna take longer in the oven or the grill or whatever it may be. So when I am meal prepping, my items that I use to cook with is going to be the grill, the slow cooker, which is my best friend, and the oven slash stovetop. So make sure that you have the longest cook time in the oven first, ready to go. And as that's going, go on and prep for the next, all right? So once you have everything done, you have your longer meals cooked, they're cooling, your veggies and whatever it may be is in next. This doesn't take as long, but bam, you're done 3 to 5 hours. All right, so then once you're done, you want to make sure that you are putting them in containers so it is, again, easy for you during the week. So biggest advice, if you don't have Tupperware or like meals, meal Tupperware, is go out and buy some. Go buy glass ones if you want to buy the plastic ones, whatever you want to buy. But I would buy a few that could last you for a few days. So your food's done, you're almost there, you're ready to sit down, but the next thing that you need to do, get those Tupperware out and go on and package your meals, all right? For you and your kids, you guys are virtual, you're working from home maybe, your kids are working from home still, so you don't have the time to be able to get all these dishes out, put stuff on a plate, warm it up, set it on their table. If your kids are old enough, they can easily go into the refrigerator on a Monday or a Tuesday, grab the meal out, you can label it, your kid can put it in the microwave, or if they can't do that, or they're not old enough to do that yet, you could easily go through, if you're in a meeting, grab it out of the refrigerator really quickly, put it in the microwave, and your kid's meal will be done in 3 minutes. Easy, sufficient, and it's going to make sure that you guys are setting yourself up for success with your meals throughout the week. So I hope you found this video informative and that you got a lot of information out of it. But if you're still unsure and you have more questions about meal prepping, about what you should and should not buy into a grocery store, or what types of things you should be looking for on the back of a food label, please reach out. I am happy to help. That's what we are here for. My email is jbrown@teamcfw.com. Email me. I would love to set up a consult with you and answer any question that you may have pertaining to meal prepping and how you should be sufficient at the grocery stores. All right, so get ready, get to writing, get those grocery list ready to go, and be successful on your first time of meal prepping.